No, so yeah, all bullshit aside, man, let's get more in a more serious topic. Something that's been blowing up social media and the news really all over the place right now. The whole Travis Scott Astroworld incident. First of all, before I go into my rant, before I let y'all speak, I just want to say it sucks for the family of the people. It sucks for the people that died. And it's an unnecessary suffering for the family that could have been avoided. But before I give my 2 cents on all of this, I'm going to get you guys' thoughts because I don't want to pull a power move and say everything, you know?
Hey, it could have been avoided. All you had to do was not like that shitty music.
I like Travis Scott.
I like Travis Scott, too.
I need to have a point system every time you say something like wilding out. Ding! Next one.
I mean, I don't know. Like, who's
Next one. You don't know.
No. I'm just saying, like, whose fault is it? Like, cause like I hear a lot of people criticizing Travis Scott, but I don't know how much he knew at the time of the concert to stop the show. Cause like Mayor Sylvester Turner made a good point today as well. He was saying like even if you stop that concert, you know what I'm saying? At the time, like you got like 50 to 100,000 people at that concert. Mm-hmm. You could have some riots going on. Mm-hmm. You could have like it could have got even more wild than that, you know?
Yeah.
You look at Woodstock 99 or something like that, where they were setting stuff on fire and people died and there were sexual assaults at that one. You had like a Who concert back in like 79 or something like that, the rock band The Who, where like 11 people died. Then even back at the old school Woodstock, you know what I'm saying? Back in 69, like a few people died and you had a bunch of like sexual assaunts and
69
just a lot
sexual,
of wild stuff.
yeah.
People were overdosing and all that shit.
Like my heart truly goes out to everybody though. And like if I mean,
mine don't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel bad at all.
I don't know how much.
I just said that for PR reasons.
I don't know how much Travis is involved with the actual planning of the festival and the management itself. You know what I'm saying? Like if he is, then yeah, you gotta.
Nah, my heart does go out to these people, man, because like I said, it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
A lot of these people were young. That's my only problem. My biggest problem with everything was who the hell lets a 10 and a 14-year-old out to these concerts?
A 10-year-old, 14 maybe.
Even a 14. Who the hell lets...
Maybe.
But okay, so before we get to y'all, let me... Nah, fuck that, because I got a big rant.
Yeah.
So I'll just let you speak.
Well, no, I was going to say the same thing. I don't know. Like, I got a daughter who's 8, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if she was 2 years older, I'm still not taking her to a Travis Scott concert.
No.
I'm not taking her to
Did y'all see a video of the 5-year-old that was on somebody's shoulder?
Yeah. Is that the kid that's in, he's brain dead?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a different person.
No,
either
like
way,
9
it's like
years old.
Yeah, it's an 8-year-old.
Brain dead
8 or 9.
because the guy got knocked out.
Yeah.
And couldn't find his kid.
Yeah.
And then he found his kid in the hospital later and the kid's brain dead.
Oh, okay.
You know? So like,
well, he ain't brain dead. He's got swelling. He's in a chemically induced coma.
Vegetative state.
oh,
Well, no, not even
Okay,
vegetative.
ABC
They
13,
have
you
him
lied
in
to
a coma.
They put him in a coma.
Yeah, they
Okay.
put him
but
in
no,
a
I mean,
Okay.
but same thing you were saying. Like, I'm not bringing my 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid to a concert.
Yeah.
And then I'm definitely not sending my kid by themselves to a concert like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the videos from 2017, 18, since they've been doing it. And even I was like, all right, I got to be ready. Because I had bought tickets, but I returned them a couple days before. And I was like, all right, I got to be ready. You know, I'm going to get my New Balance on so that I can, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta train for that. It's kind of like some rock concerts because that's what it looked like a huge mosh pit.
But I mean, that's how Travis Scott concerts are.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I mean, so you kind of expected that. But like
that's why
they
I wanted to go.
Yeah, like they
I almost
said.
went. I was looking on that day, bro. The lineup was insane too, man.
That was a good lineup.
It's crazy.
I kind of regretted returning my
Crazy.
ticket, but then all of a sudden, you
I
know, now.
I heard they were crushing. So
Yeah. Damn, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey. Continue after that.
reckless. Too soon. Hearts.
Look, but
thoughts and prayers.
Everybody's going to get the smoke after
Yeah.
this. Everybody. They're going to try to sue anybody. But it's
Drake. Somebody said
like
they sued
Drake.
Drake.
You're going to sue Drake?
Who's
Drake
suing
did
Drake?
nothing but walk out on the stage.
Yeah.
his presence caused the right. So,
Like, you can't blame the
That's not
artist
on
for
him.
being big.
yeah. Well,
you know?
if you can't blame Drake's presence for being the inciting the riot, just like you can't say that a woman's attire,
Yeah.
it means that she deserves to get raped.
Exactly.
You can't have
Exactly.
like if you know.
Yeah, that's on. It's more so on management for like protocol. You know, having the right things in place to maybe shut this down or do something to get some help. And I don't know.
This is my.
It's a tough one though. It's a real tough one.
This is my thing as a performer. When I'm on stage, especially once I'm in that like groove and that mode,
zone.
I don't know what the fuck's going on in the crowd.
Like Travis, when he's out there, you see some of those videos. Yeah. Like I don't know if he knows exactly what's going on. Like I've been to Buzzfest, like this big rock concert that they do in Houston. Been there. Like I've seen people passed out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, people are passed out and drug away all the time.
Yeah. And granted,
you don't think they're dead. You just think, yo, heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like,
and granted, like even with that, like we as humans.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking barbaric. Yeah? We have forgotten, like we've allowed too many soft motherfuckers to make it in life, like and to gain power and shit. Because it used to be it used to be that the weak didn't survive, like, and now the weak have a lot of power, like Bill Gates and Bezos and all them. Like Bezos is a bitch because Leonardo DiCaprio.
I saw
walked up, and his wife, who he just lost $30 billion behind, this new bitch, and she instantly was looking at Leonardo. You know what I'm saying? So, she was ready to say, "Fuck it, I'll jump over to that train too." But she was just too old for him. You know what I'm saying? She was like in her 30s.
Yeah,
That's too old for Leo.
Yeah, Leo's with models in their 20s, Bar Raffaele.
But nevertheless, like. 50,000 people in there and only 8 died?
Yeah.
That ain't actually that bad of numbers.
It's not that bad.
Like it sounds fucked up, and I have.
I mean, it's a little fucked up.
No,
I have all the condolences for the people and the individuals.
Yeah. Eight is a little bit more than
no.
What's the percentage?
No, hold up.
What's the percentage?
I'm not
0.0000.
Yeah, it's a smaller percentage. But so me and my buddies were talking about this, and they were saying like when you see one person die, you shut down the entire concert. I was like, I don't know about one person, like maybe 2 or 3. Once you get to about 2 or 3, then you start being like, what's going on? Like
out of 50,000, I'm not because they probably all had the same drug dealer.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
Some of them just had bad drugs. Like I'm
sure it was.
Yeah, some of the they were saying that somebody was poking somebody or something.
I saw that.
I don't know.
That's a scary.
That might be a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, if that's the case,
sounds a little weird. But if that happened,
Finner addressed it. No, Finner.
Oh yeah.
Chief, that's the chief now. Yeah. He addressed it and he said that there was a possibility.
Yeah.
It's either that or the security guard also got high. I mean, there's a possibility both fucking ways. But nevertheless, like, when I really think about this, and I think about this with a lot of different things, and everybody's pushing off, oh, he incited a riot, he did this.
Yeah.
When the fuck does personal responsibility come back into the picture?
Exactly,
bro. There's some of that. Yes,
like, I'm sorry that your 9-year-old
like,
son.
I think maybe Travis could have said something when he was up there. Hey guys, calm down.
He did a couple times.
He did. There's video.
He did a couple
There's
times.
video of him stopping the show and telling him like, "Hey, whoa."
I'm not big on the idea that he needs to be.
He's like, "There's somebody passed out. Somebody help him out quick. Help him out quick." But to what you were saying, yes. So first, I want to say
one quick thing.
Go ahead.
I was going to say with the fact that you brought your 9-year-old to the show,
bro.
I get that I have an 11-year-old daughter.
Ever.
I get it, but this is my thing. You took that risk.
I've been to about 50 to 100 concerts in my lifetime. Like, I never bring an 8-year-old.
This is the problem, though. The risk outweighed the reward.
Maybe to the Woodlands.
You know what I'm saying?
Woodlands have, like,
when it comes
seats.
to your kid, yes.
Yeah. Well, the risk was you going into a place with 50,000 motherfuckers.
Oh, it's going to be wild.
Gonna be a little
Do you know who
hostile.
Travis Scott is?
Just a little bit.
Do you know
even
who Travis
beyond
Scott
Travis Scott,
Yeah.
you put 50,000 people in any fucking where. There's the possibility shit gonna go happen. Now, is it worth it to take that risk without your kid?
Let me
It's
work.
different if it's Disney on Ice. You can have 50,000 people, Disney on Ice, everybody sitting in their seat.
But I think if that,
But when you're outside, you're outside, and it's not hot, but
there's no
in the heat,
seats.
there's also no seats. That's a
You're
big
standing
deal.
there.
That's
Yeah.
a huge deal.
People are running from one stage to the next.
Yep.
Right? You got big artists. You got
Yep.
Bad Bunny. You got Drake. You got Travis
Master
Scott.
P, old
And
school.
you know everybody's gonna run to any stage that's just popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're gonna have your 9-year-old, 5-year-old.
Wait, it was multiple stages?
I thought
Yeah,
more
multiple.
than
It was
that.
3 stages. I
Oh,
think.
was
You
it?
had like Houston All Stars, Master
Oh,
P,
okay.
Yeah,
Roddy
you had-
Rich.
you had a lot of
it was-
big name
it was
artists
crazy.
there.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I heard, or at least that I read maybe, was that they had plans for tornadoes. They had plans for riots,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they didn't have plans for what is
Crowd
it?
surge.
Crowd surge.
Yeah.
Crowd surge,
Right?
Yeah.
How do you not have plans for crowd surge for Travis Scott? You've seen, like I said, you've seen those videos
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
2017 or 2018, 2019. Every single one of them are crazy.
Yeah.
They're all just running. It's
Those
just
are tough. The one thing that I do want to say is like, you do see you have seen stuff like that at other concerts though. Like people have gotten wild.
I was just about to bring up that point because
Yeah.
Travis Scott is
like
this
'cause they're
weird.
like when you have 40, 50,000 people, like you look at like a Coachella
Yeah.
or something like that, like they get wild sometimes.
Well,
Like
this is
I
a-
could not imagine being in the middle of that large.
See, I
ass
also
crowd.
heard that some of the security guards weren't even security guards. They were just people they were hired to be security guards.
That's how
Really?
it happens at
And
most
some
places,
some of
I
the
think. Yeah.
whatchamacallit, paramedics.
Paramedics.
I was gonna say parademics. Paramedics were they weren't even real like professionals. They were just kind of
That's an issue.
they just needed bodies.
Yeah,
Correct.
basically.
That's an issue.
so
The
so that's
security
an
guards-
issue.
The security
But still,
makes a little sense.
it goes back to first. I don't even know what the fuck you said anymore.
Personal
but
responsibility.
personal responsibility is my biggest issue.
Okay.
I was seeing on channel 3 news, whatever the fuck channel it was, channel 2, channel 3, what the fuck?
I don't even
channel
think we have a channel 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the old school video game hooks
Hell
up to.
yeah. You get it. Channel 2, and somebody said they need to sue him, put him in prison for life. And I was like, wait. The problem with America is we don't know how to take responsibility for our fucking actions. That's our biggest problem because it's a lot easier to just point fingers and be, it's their fault, it's his fault, it's their fault. And I feel as a whole humans, we ain't worth the fuck.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about this and I was like, look, a decent human being is not going to push another human being to get in front of a stage or anywhere else.
Yeah.
Even if it's God on stage and you're a fucking big time believer, you're not going to push somebody to get in front of that stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a decent human being is not going to see a body on the floor and decide to ignore it and jump on top of it or walk over it. Because I don't care how crunk you are, you can feel a body underneath you when you're bumping on him. You're going to trip.
Bro, first-hand experience going to rock concerts and being like in a mosh pit. Whenever somebody gets knocked down, everybody stops and they pick the person up and then they go back to smacking
Back to
each
devil,
other.
take my soul type shit.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is that
Figuratively.
he's got this. Travis Scott is in this weird cusp where he's actually kind of.
Rap and rock.
Yeah, he's
got that-
he's
yeah.
kind of molded.
Black people don't know how to
Bro,
do rock.
no bystanders.
It's just what it is.
No
Black
bystanders.
people don't know how to do rock.
What are you talking about? Y'all created it, didn't you?
Back in the day.
Yeah, y'all
Back in the
started
day.
it. Like, but I give you credit where credit's due. Goddammit.
I
Y'all
appreciate
didn't,
you.
you didn't do mosh pits, but
Rub
you know what I'm saying.
rub my
Those
knee.
were the.
Rub my knee.
This is awkward. But it feels good.
And I'm gonna start swinging his leg back and forth too.
That escalated quickly.
Keep going.
Going.
But he's that way because he's got like songs like "No Bystanders," "Fuck the Club Up," and stuff like that. Yeah,
And then
He's-
people-
he sort of
And that's what I meant when I said rock.
Yeah.
I mean when it comes to crowd,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the mosh pits and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Quite honestly, black people don't really do that.
And then
That often.
That's called a gang initiation for y'all.
and then another
No
thing,
comment.
Another
Yeah,
thing,
'cause there's a lot of white dudes at Travis Scott concerts.
That's what it all was.
another thing they were
Right.
saying was, oh, there was like a group of 8 fucking people screaming, talking about stop the show.
Out of 50,000.
Out of 50,000.
People out of 50,000. Yeah,
You do know there's music
Yes.
playing everywhere.
Yes.
50,000 people. You're not going to be able to hear those 8. Even if it was 100 people screaming, stop the show,
Yeah.
you probably still were not going
No,
to be
you're
able
not
to
gonna
make
hear
it
it.
out.
Not
there's
even
a situation where they said that the police chief came up to, or the former police chief, or the new police chief. I'm not
I
sure.
think
which
you're
one
talking
it was.
about.
Arda Acevedo or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if it was him or the new guy. Somebody came up to Travis and said, "I don't like this crowd. You need to shut this down." But like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure people have told him that before, and they were just like, the crowd is kind of crazy, and nobody died.
Probably should have told them, hey, there's people dying in the crowd. Let's stop the show.
Well, like a week or
that
two
been
ago.
More
well, how many people? If you would have said like one or two, I'd have been like, you
sacrifice.
One or two.
No, for the
not sacrifice. It's just it's just sad.
Well, no, like a week or two ago, they shut down Playboy Cardi show for that reason
because they were fighting before.
Yeah, and being crunk and crazy and they were like, no, that's it. That's a shutdown.
Yeah. Well, was there people fighting this time, or were they just moving with where the stage was?
Where at Travis's?
At Travis's.
Well, no. Before it even started, they were hopping gates and they were just so they were being destructive ahead of time. So it's like y'all didn't stop it because at the end of the day, this is a capitalist society. We live in a capitalist country. You wanted that bag. Yeah, you didn't want to cancel and have to give them tickets back.
You got a refund to everybody. You got to worry about how they act.
Now you're coming out of more money. But at the end of the day, NRG's got insurance.
Yeah.
Astroworld, the show, that's insured. Yeah. None of the money's going to actually come from anybody that you're suing.
Yeah.
And that's why these lawyers like Busby and shit want to hurry up. And how the fuck do you file a lawsuit on a Saturday? Less than 24 hours later, Busby already had.
You see ads all over. I saw an ad on Facebook earlier talking about where you at Astroworld.
He's just a
mentally. I was there.
He was a piece of shit. But that's Busby, and that's the way he rolled. But at the end of the day, man, I've been thinking about this too. This analogy.
Yeah.
300 people have gotten shot and killed in Houston this year, right?
Yeah.
We got 6 million people. I'm not losing any sleep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that them 300 people and their families are going through it. I got 15 partners in the ground.
Sad.
I just found out a homegirl died a couple days ago.
It's super sad, but like you're going to
out of 6 million.
Whenever you get people together with their views and opinions and all that, you're gonna but you're gonna lose.
Shit
people.
happens.
It's not necessarily an epidemic necessarily. It's just it's
black people out here wilding.
Kind of the world.
Shit. Damn, I was gonna say he put it all on
the
y'all.
Pandemic.
I seen a bunch of white people out there tripping to Travis Scott's concert.
Oh yeah, bro. And then at the Playboy Cardi show, when they started fighting at that one, they said that like Playboy Cardi showed up late, or like the show was like an hour late from starting, so the crowd was getting kind of rowdy. And
now to keep it with
the Travis
Scott, let's talk about the conspiracy theory going around about the portal. And about this being what was it? What the fuck did they call it? What was the term for it?
They said something about. I saw something on Facebook talking about a big demonic sacrifice.
Yeah,
there are people who think that this was like a large demonic sacrifice.
So
there's this video going around where like Travis Scott is on stage and he's like. He's doing one of his, and he's just kind of, because like his music can get kind of artsy at some parts, and it can, and so he's like on stage and he's like saying, and then he's droning on with the background and the music, and then he's like looking down, and then there's somebody being like carried away or something like that, and people are using that to make it seem as though